None of my children were doing this. I removed all of them, including that one who was very popular in primary. His work was now to look for those young teachers also. I said, I'm leaving you because my language is different. So that is what is happening. PTA meetings, all leaders get involved. Our representatives, teachers, you make use of our representative. You tell the Chinese representative that there is PTA meeting on such a day. SMC is more manageable. I can attend or not attend, but once for a while when I visit school, you must give me evidence like I don't remember this. Where is the meeting minutes? Where is this? Where is this? Mr. Arimo, you lead with the example. Don't change. Let Satan not tempt you. Many teachers in Arimo, they were hating you simply because LC5 talks good of you. I talk good of you. Many stakeholders talk good of you. Continue. You go to, because other schools are not on the list, I'm not going to talk about them. If you go to Check, you go to Padu, you go to Okazara. Okazara is dead. That time I found the grammar I told you, have Okazara on the list. I took LC5 chairman in there for Brazil meeting. I got embarrassed. But in all whatever Vista Books Chinese name is there. Only in primary school you are here. That latter was become a problem. I think I was the one who saw the moreover during the early days. So let us know our roles. The issue of I'm finalizing cow, sorry. Retired civil servants cow. What does the public service standing order say? You educate me. If it's an as a clock 60 years, has officially retired, why do you maintain him or her in schools? In one of the schools in Arua primary, retired civil servants are the one chairing money meetings. I have evidence. Money meant for school, a retired civil servant is the one chairing the meeting. That meeting is recorded by the DO's office. Now, how are you going to account for this money? That's nobody. Such a teacher must be held personally responsible for keeping retired civil servants in schools. I have retired, you are making me to chair a meeting of money, public money. Finally, salary arrears. This one goes to cow and the leader of government business. You are a victim, I'm also a victim. But for us, we talk on behalf of our people. Many teachers, including you and me, we are supposed to be the beneficiary of arrears. I receive information up to now, this arrears is not paid. We have filled every form with all civil servants. We don't know why Arua has failed to pay people's money. Some teachers stay over 9 months. Others are 7 months, 3 months, whichever month. Teachers cannot talk because if they talk, disciplinary action sound go on. So I have to talk for them. When are you paying people's money? Small money, still you are keeping here. The money is here. Otherwise, I thank you people very much. I have a lot of money. The time is not on my side. So let us let teachers and otherwise all people to take responsibility to work together.
Thank you, Honorable. But I need to say this, that if you have areas, like if your areas are from July 2022 up to June 2023, you claim them within the financial year, which Arua can pay. But if your areas pass a financial year, like if they are for 2021-22, which ended in June, you fill an areas form. And now when you fill that form, it's not our mandate to pay the areas of the previous financial years. Those ones will be sent to Ministry of Finance, which makes it very difficult. So I request you, when you miss a salary, when you notice it immediately, please how that you've missed salary. Have we had? Then we follow it immediately with human resource and we make sure that your name comes back on the payroll or you will get what you have not done. But if you keep quiet for a long time, and once once it goes to the area form, we do not have control over it, it's Ministry of Health. So everybody here who has, I'm sure the ones who are delaying are the ones who filled the other form. It is hectic getting that money. I remember I filled one in 2020 and I got my money at the beginning of this year. So it takes a little bit long. Yes, Chief Vura.
Yes, thank you very much. My name is Arua, and I want to make my submission in this note and feedback in the following areas. If you look at our report, it outlines a number of gaps, which is very good for leaders like us, because leadership at any level is required to receive issues and problems which you analyze to generate solutions. Because all leaders have to provide solutions at their various levels. And this report mainly raised gaps in the structure. There are a number of structural issues where we have not fully assembled the structure of education. In 2019, I was in Service Commission. Actually, when COVID broke, we said I was very, very lucky, because by that year, the education department was severely exposed. The structure was not actually there. When Mr. Marino retired, no DO, no inspector, all this, and they were aware career growth of teachers is actually structured and generational, meaning that teachers are supposed to enter service, and then a certain group is identified to go to management after 3 years, and then after that you move to deputy, you move to head teacher, and exit. So the moment the human resource planning does not recognize this at one point, you will have more people to promote, even if they have the qualification. Now we have teachers who have degrees, but they are still education assistants. You need 3 years to move to the next level of senior education assistant. Then if you have a master's, there is no miracle. Arua District Council took affirmative action to propose that those with the degrees be given assignment to actually fit in the law. But I think that was not implemented. It was the only option to address this gap. The Service Commissioner advertised to recruit head teachers more than 3 times. They would not attract. The few we got were from Yumbe, maybe Maracha or Koboko. Here, we don't have them. So this problem will continue, and the policies are running faster than actions now. So it is a big challenge. If you look at the Borasat County, the youngest teacher is 56 years old. So only one, and then the other 10 are left with 2 years to retire. So we should not blame those who are acting. And then there is serious staff management in various schools. Teachers have gone against head teachers. Actually, they have now overpowered the head teachers. And then there are issues of finances. Facing all schools. Based on these issues which featured in your report, I have the following recommendations. One, I would propose that there are other schools which are fair and the others which are very bad. So we should have targeted support supervision. Because the schools are many, if we can start with the bad ones, we'll be able to stabilize the solution and move. And then 2, I would encourage us to adopt what was being done in the municipality, Arua Municipal Council, where schools and PTA engaged support staffs in accounts for them to receive PDF and then help the schools to prepare the reports, and then they are the ones supervising them, and then the head teacher takes over and they manages the report. Arua Primary has over 100 million they collect, but they have accounts assistant, which PT and the school employ. If we can have this, we will resolve conflicts between the head teacher, the teachers, and the parents, because there will be a specialist, somebody with accounts background, who will be able to report, to receive all this, and then present reports to SMC, to the different stakeholders, and we will move on without disturbing the head teacher. I also propose that we need to orient our head teachers on effective and efficient management. These teachers are good enough because of the course. Because if you went to a school and say, what are the tools of management you are using, Mr. Head Teacher? There is no timetable. Actually, one tool to administer the school without any conflict is putting a timetable, and then you just follow. 8 to this, we're supposed to have Mr. John for mathematics. He has not taught, and you just say, Mr. John, you didn't teach it. Is it true or lies? You would resolve yourselves without any conflict. But this management aspect is not there with them. So we have to study, because the DO's office is there, try to organize, identify the gaps, and then we support them. We can move case by case until they can do it by themselves. This will help us to end quarrels, because every time we are lamenting. And then I also request that when we have our monitoring reports, let us prepare them with issues against action centers, because we have generalized everybody to be what? Part of the issues identified in the monitoring. Let us have the issue and the action center. Is it supposed to be the teacher? Is it supposed to be the counselor? Is it supposed to be sub-county chief? So that the next time we come back, we will now make follow-up. We had the issue of school dropout rate, which was supposed to be for council. Did you mobilize the communities? And then we will make follow-up. What actions did you implement to improve the situation? So the monitoring report should be more specific to identify the issue, to identify the action center, and then we will go back to implement it. But I think after here, we are going to attempt what we can, because we are not committed to specific issues here to address the issue. I thank you very much. We believe in improving the education situation here. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me keep Chief opening Bogova, then I'll come to you. Yes? I want to start being the very gender sensitive.
Yeah, thank you very much. One issue I want to comment on is the issue of parents supporting the education system in the Arua district. Especially in we have that big challenge of parents supporting the education system and also supporting their children. We took our time, I thank Inspector. We took our time with the German he joined us. We moved to a number of schools. We just realized that the support parents have from the schools is very limited in the world. As a parent, if you don't support your child, if you don't support the institution, how will the institution grow? This was vivid in our primary. We made the resolution that at least parents will support PDF by paying 5,000. In 2 terms only, the parents paid 15,000. And yet this PDF will support other activities in the school. That's a big challenge. And the school has 8 teachers only. 8. A whole school, 8 teachers. miracle can they perform? So we have been seeing this. DO's office, please take special interest in those schools so that we improve the staffing level. Another issue is also our reporting to COW and DO's office. Please, once we report certain issues to the office, take action. I think Honorable Candini mentioned this. We normally submit reports, but actions are not taken. So the situation sometimes go out of hand. Especially in the witness. The school has been run down now because of issues which have happened. We are praying that the situation should be sorted come December so that we improve the management there. Then to the leadership of the schools, can we improve on maintenance of our facilities? Sometimes you don't need a lot of money to maintain facilities. In many of these schools, glass windows are all broken and it is under your watch. Why? Can't you really fix for some glasses in the school? As some countries will build VIP latrines, and then these are supposed to be doing up. You go to this school. Once it is filled up, they close it. And then these are drainable pit latrines. Can't you get a vehicle here, at least to drain, instead of building latrines all year in, year out? We can improve on this so that we don't overburden. As it has been said, now some countries don't have capacity to do a lot of big infrastructure development. It may be impossible. Maybe PDM will do. But as we talk now, this money is not there. RBC has gone out. Political decisions also affect service delivery. Very much people talked about, Honorable Salim talked about it. This selective salary enhancement is not only teachers. Many of us are wounded because of this. we went to the same schools. These are political leaders to help us so that we are on the same scorecard. If we want issues to improve, service delivery to improve in schools. As we interact at high level, whenever we see, let us put this to the decision makers at that level. For service delivery to be effective, there should be fairness and equity. We are not saying it should be equal, but we should be able to see some fairness in the decisions that political leaders take. We also need political integrity. Do we have it in Arua district? Do we have it in Uganda? Thank you very much.
Thank you. That we need political integrity. Yes.
I observe the protocol, and then the teacher Madam Chair and members, one of the demotivating factors of teachers and lay teachers is not getting salaries. I'm not telling you, as I talk now, there are a handful of teachers and head teachers who are not accepting salary. One typical example is a young lady from Ochoko. This teacher teaches in the Arua Primary School. She receives the payslip and
Teachers where?
she teaches in the Arua Primary. This teacher receives the payslip and doesn't get a salary.
Also Fajr Primary.
In Sisters in the
There is also one in
Yes.
Fajr.
We are still making a follow-up.
What is her name?
Positive.
I don't know.
Yes, there's one in Fajr, but Fajr is the one the teacher is actually positive. This is
They
now
are giving
the
the
sixth
teacher,
one.
the teacher. The chairman of the association here is not Tom Dickens. Is not here. There are many. Anyway, I'm yet compiling. I'll at any appropriate time, I'll reach your office. Secondly, the issue of transfers. Good enough our inspector of schools here. I'd like to request him. I know that's been repeated, but I'm going to say it in a different version. The transfers should be made early because, according to experience, there has been a mess in transfers in the past. Sometimes even somebody will be transferred in March. You know, when this is transferred maybe in February or March, he or she will report to you as the head teacher and says, I'm going to prepare. It may take 1 month. And this affects self delivery. Attached to this transfer, I would like to request that this transfer should be made free and fair. They will say that blood is thicker than water. This is going to happen, Madam Cow. In this transfer, this is going to happen. Because it has never happened. That explains why the schools like Iwava and Yoruba are overwhelmed with female teachers. Some of you who work here in the district, you have your spouses, and you would like to take the river. You go to Yoruba, go to Ringri, and look at the number of female teachers vis-a-vis the male teachers. The fees begins to run from here. Let's be very fair. We are all human beings. Lastly, the issue of head teachers being in the GO's office or loitering towns. Madam Chair, Madam Cow, you know, staying in cities is expensive. For us, we are village men. Because even you are going to relate, you spend money. You are going to feed, you spend money. There's no teacher from the village, from a one district, who would like to just go and expose it because we don't have money from Monday to Sunday. So there are conditions. At times we make appointments with the responsible officers in the education department. So we go there, and instead of attending to us, they do a different thing. And fulfillment of appointments causes those kind of.
That is lack of integrity.
Yes. It is there in your office, or a big office there. Very many times. Secondly, delegation. Delegation is a challenge there. Delegation is a big challenge. You find one responsible officer everywhere like MTN. He goes to attend a meeting in Gulu, he comes to sit in the office for 1 day, the next day he's somewhere, and this person doesn't want to give delegation to people who are around him. As if this one person is a district itself. There are people with whom you work. I think maybe there's something, one time sort of attachment to those travels. But it's too much. When you have time to sit in the office to do everything, that explains why there were some schools in the road district whose candidates' IDs were signed even after briefing. After briefing. And it was open and announced that a candidate whose ID is not signed by a particular person should not sit period. And you're not there in the office. We go there, you're not there. Who do you blame? One person everywhere. Thank you so much. Yes, I need to.
Thank you very much. But I told you, I said an office is a system. I told you that when I was talking. That is why, by the way, I am chairing Mr. Kenya's meeting. Because I am his assistant. You get it? Yes, but you teachers, you head teachers, you have a problem. You hang with your bags there at Dio's veranda. When you ask, who do you want? I want the Dio. The Dio is specific. That is what keeps bringing you problems. Because the Dio is not an office, it's a person. Even those who come with They are waiting for the DO without knowing that there is a person here who is in charge of appraisals. There is a manager, by the way, in DO's office there. There is someone who is not an inspector, but is recruited as senior education officer who handles managerial issues. There is him, but I see we do a lot of work with him. The people which pass through him, they come to me. But an office is a system. Do we all hear that? Yes. Please go to any officer in an office. We could be of help. You can look at me very small like this, but I can help you. And I know most teachers, you know these teachers are not easy, because my mother was a teacher. When they come and I'm not there, they sit under the tree. Now they say, we are waiting for hours. When I appear, because they know I'll help them as teachers and I'll help them humbly with respect. So they also take me for granted, which is not nice. An office is a system. When my boss is not there, I am here. When I am not there, Simon is there. We are a system, okay? We can do all things. I saw a lady's hand there. Yes, Lillian, now you. Yes, let me start with her.
Okay, thank you so much. A few issues. Not blame game, but as we said earlier, we all have responsibility there.
What did these days want to know you? First introduce yourself.
My name is Alexis Diana. I work with the civil society. The organization is called Community Empowerment for Peace and Development. As civil society, we also take part of the blame because we are always, we run where the money is. Right now the money is in the refugee settlements, and that's where all the CSOs have run. Partly because, unlike government, we don't have taxpayers that are telling our assets. We have to look for the money, and that's where all the money is, most of the money is going at the moment. But I think I need to encourage us as a civil society, let's not give all the attention to the refugee settlements and the host community. Yes, and also calm down